According to recent reports, up to 6 Chinese warships have been operating in West Asia over the past week. These warships have been deployed in the Middle East amid rising tensions, particularly during the Israel-Hamas conflict. The Chinese warships have been supporting calls for a ceasefire and humanitarian efforts in the region. The presence of these warships highlights China's growing naval capabilities and its interest in maintaining stability in West Asia. Additionally, the Indian Navy is closely monitoring the developments in West Asia and keeping a watchful eye on the activities of the Chinese Navy in the Indian Ocean. China's special Mideast envoy pinned the cause of the Israel-Gaza crisis on the lack of guarantees for Palestinian rights. As he met with his Russian counterpart in Qatar, go-between in the conflict, Palestinians and Israel has repeatedly said the United States and the West have ignored the need for an independent Palestinian state with the 1967 borders.
Have you ever wondered about the current situation in West Asia and how China is involved? The region of West Asia is currently a hotbed of escalating tensions, with the Israel-Hamas conflict being a critical point of concern. The atmosphere is charged, with political, military, and humanitarian crises intertwining in a complex tableau. Now, let's shift our focus towards the Far East, where recent reports tell of an intriguing development. As many as 6 Chinese warships have been spotted operating in the waters of West Asia over the past week. This isn't just a random deployment. These warships are here for a purpose, a testament to China's growing naval capabilities. But they are not only showcasing their might, they are also responding to the calls for a ceasefire and supporting humanitarian efforts in the region. It appears that China is keen on playing a stabilizing role in West Asia, a region far from its own shores, yet integral to global geopolitics. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the implications of China's naval presence in West Asia. China's deployment of warships in West Asia not only shows its growing naval capabilities, but also its diplomatic stance in the region. The Chinese Navy, also known as the People's Liberation Army Navy, has been expanding at an impressive pace. Recent reports indicate that up to 6 Chinese warships have been operating in West Asia. This deployment, amidst rising tensions in the region, showcases China's increasing naval prowess. The fleet includes a variety of vessels, from destroyers to frigates, each equipped with advanced weaponry and state-of-the-art surveillance systems. This impressive display of naval strength is a clear indicator of China's commitment to safeguarding its interests and maintaining peace in the region. However, China's presence in West Asia is not just about showcasing its military might. Amid the Israel-Hamas conflict, these warships have been actively involved in supporting calls for a ceasefire and assisting in humanitarian efforts. China's involvement in these peacekeeping operations offers a glimpse into its evolving role on the global stage. It is leveraging its naval capabilities to not only protect its strategic interests, but also to promote peace and stability in volatile regions. China's actions during the conflict have demonstrated its commitment to humanitarian efforts. Its warships have been instrumental in facilitating the delivery of much-needed aid to conflict-stricken areas. This deployment has not only highlighted China's military capabilities, but also its ability to use these resources to aid in crisis situations. It's worth noting that China's growing naval capabilities and its increased presence in West Asia are not going unnoticed. Other nations, particularly those with vested interests in the region, are keeping a close watch on China's activities. This includes the Indian Navy, which has been closely monitoring the developments in West Asia and the activities of the Chinese Navy in the Indian Ocean. As China continues to flex its naval muscle in West Asia, other nations are taking note. The Indian Navy is also keeping a watchful eye on the developments in West Asia. With China's escalating naval presence in the region, the Indian Navy's vigilance is more crucial than ever. It's about safeguarding India's maritime interests, ensuring regional stability, and maintaining a balance of power. The Indian Navy is proactively monitoring the activities of the Chinese Navy in the Indian Ocean, a strategic and critical route for global trade. This surveillance isn't just about tracking warships. It's about understanding China's broader naval strategy in the region. India's response to China's presence extends beyond just observation. It's about strategic collaborations, strengthening alliances, and enhancing its own naval capabilities. It's about being prepared for any eventuality. The Indian Navy, in its role as a stabilizing force, continues to work closely with other navies, sharing intelligence and coordinating efforts. Their goal is to ensure peace and stability in the Indian Ocean, an important conduit for international trade. With the Indian Navy on high alert, the situation in West Asia continues to evolve. In summary, the presence of Chinese warships in West Asia marks a significant shift in the region's geopolitical dynamics. Over the past week, up to 6 Chinese warships have been actively operating in the Middle East, notably during the Israel-Hamas conflict. This deployment not only highlights China's growing naval capabilities, but also its commitment to maintain stability in West Asia. The Chinese Navy has been actively supporting calls for a ceasefire and engaging in humanitarian efforts in the region, showing a new facet of their international involvement. As China continues to extend its naval reach, it's clear that its influence on the global stage is expanding. Meanwhile, the Indian Navy is keeping a vigilant eye on these developments.